GSL Season 2.
And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the winners match, the third series of the broadcast, the third series here of the 2026 GSL Season 2 Round of 8 Group B. We have our first starting matches concluding, and now we're here to determine who's going to be the first player to advance on into the semi-finals. Who's it going to be? We have a TvP between Maru and Zoun, and these two, they're teammates, they're good friends, but we also have some history between the two of them as well. Let us get into it here. When it comes to this series, when it comes to this matchup here, Maru, he is coming in as a heavy favorite. Maru, he has some of the best TvP in the world, that he is hyper aggressive. We expect this to be a very short series, non-stop aggression, non-stop all-ins out of Maru. Meanwhile, Zoun has defeated Maru in recent history. A couple of months ago, I believe it was in GSL CK, but that was in a longer macro game. If Zoun can get into a longer macro game and gain map control 4 bases plus, then Zoun can look dominant, but that's only if he can get there. If he can't get there, that's where we favor Maru instead. But let's go. Let us go. As our players are getting ready, players are gearing up. Yeah, we are gearing up here. We have our TvP, and oh boy, curious what the vetoes is going to be. Show us those vetoes. Bam! Game 1, Winter Madness. Game 2, 10,000 feet. Game 3, White Rabbits. Interesting. So Zoun gets rid of the more aggressive maps. He gets rid of Ruby Rock, which favors all-ins, Tourmaline, which favors all-ins, and Mothership, which has that RNG factor as well. So Zoun, he gets rid of the more aggressive maps in the map pool. Maru gets rid of the turtle-heavy maps. Celestial Enclave, known for turtle-heavy play. Hytale and Old Republic, known for having a hard time defending your 4th expansion, your 3rd expansion even at times as well. So now we have the best we can afford here. We're loading into game 1. We're loading into, I believe, Winter Madness. Let's go. Spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Winter Madness, we have the blue Terran player for onside. It is Maru. In the top left hand corner as well, we have the South Korean Protoss, the red Protoss for onside as well. Zoun. Let's go. Let us go. As you can see, offline we have a tied 4-4 scoreline. Online, they're heavily in favor of Maru. Again, Maru is favored in this series, but as I mentioned before, I do favor Zoun if he can slow the game down. If not, that's where Maru thrives. And Maru, he's known for being hyper aggressive, and he's known for being very all-in the TvP matchup. I'm ready for it. Show us what you got. Show us what you got. As for now, we're jumping into a game. We're jumping into our series. At first, we have Zoun scouting for proxies. Don't blame him. As I mentioned, Maru is known for being hyper aggressive, so Zoun is looking for proxies and making sure there's no shenanigans going on. Just making sure. Again, he does confirm. Quest eBay block here by Maru will delay the expansion. A couple of probes are pulled down though, and this is a fast scout out of Zoun. He should force a cancel, and Zoun can expand freely. If this was scouted later, then Maru would have gotten more progression on the eBay. Zoun would have been forced to expand elsewhere at a 3rd location. Zoun would have been forced into the unnatural natural. But so far so good. Maru he will delay, Maru will cancel. Yep, there it is. There's that refund. And Maru will expand. Economic opener out of Maru going for a Rax expand and not going for the faster factory. We're calming down. The drones might be small, but they got some fight in them. True. We saw that last game. But to a fault there, where again, Rogue did lose a lot of drones early on. There's 3 drones going down. But regardless, we have our fresh series here. And again, we'll see if Zoun can keep up. The first Reaper does poke into the main. We'll threaten the mineral line. Shouldn't get any worker kills here. We'll just disrupt. As we have Maru getting his bunker back at home and getting to his own racks in the factory. There's no fast tech lab. There's no, say, 3 racks follow-up here or 3 C3 racks. Instead, going for a much more standard follow-up instead. Nothing crazy yet. Meanwhile, we have Zoun going for his own Twilight Council. So we have our tech of choice, Twilight Council, most likely into Blink. Charge base openers are more common on smaller maps, but as the map is larger, it should be Blink on the horizon for our Protoss player. So we are expecting Blink Stalkers. Reaper does poke in. Does poke in and will delay the gateway. Does delay. Dips into the main, confirms the tech of choice. Nice scouting here by Maru. We shut down, but again, what's important here is the scout. So delayed the gateway, saw the Twilight Council. Maru is aware. Zoun playing safe, getting a robo on 2 bases. You can cut some corners here on Winter Madness and go for a faster 3rd base, but again, Zoun is playing safe. Meanwhile, Maru, going for the 1-1-1 into Cloak Banshee. Okay. Not the fastest Cloak Banshee you can go for, as this was not a double gas opener, but regardless, Cloak Banshee nonetheless. Currently, Zoun is in the dark. There is no sentry. He is getting a 3rd gateway here, so 3-gate blink into the robo, can go for the observer, and will eventually get across the map, but I believe Cloak should go unscouted. I believe the Banshees will hit first. At least Zoun will have access to detection. There's the observer. Observer's on the way. Heli does scout. Does confirm. Yeah, scouts the early robo. Maru's now aware that observers are going to be out on the map. Maru, he knows. He knows, man. He knows. There we go. Cloak is done. I believe there's a second observer just now popping out, so just in time to defend. Zoun, he will have defensive detection. Same time, does for the Banshee. Nice pickup. He gets one. Ooh, yeah, he gets one Banshee already. Massive pickup. The second Banshee does get into the main base, getting 1, 2, 3, up to 4 probes. Some damage is being dealt at least. And this is better than nothing, but it's still rough losing a Banshee already before the aggression begins. So 6 probe kills for a Banshee. So far, a bit of an even trade. At least Maru does keep the Banshee alive. He can always go back in. He can always go back in. Zoun is forced out of the bases. Behind this, going for a gateway heavy style. Now going for a later bait into later Colossus. Ooh, was the second Banshee. Yeah, second Banshee did fall. In the end, it's 2 probes, so I believe that is 8 probe kills. 8 probes for 2 Banshees plus Cloak as well. Like, it's okay damage here from Maru. Ideally, he did want more. And here comes the main push. Here comes the main move out. How hard does he commit? He's still waiting for the upgrades. Okay. Still waiting for Sim, still waiting for combat shields. Still waiting for everything to kick in. When that does happen, Maru will have the option to pull the boys. He will have that option. Maru does break out. Trading with the Stalkers. Maru, show us what you got. Upgrades are finishing. Behind this, I believe Maru's getting a 3rd CC. Yeah. He throws down the 3rd CC here at the natural, so it looks like he is expanding. He does not go for the all-in, but he's still being aggressive. He's still pushing. Can he get up the ramp? Colossus halfway done. Sim is almost complete. Tanks take siege. Yeah, there's siege up. They're a little bit far back, though. Yeah, they're a little bit far back. Ideally, Maru wants to bait the army into range. He wants to bait him. He does. Let's try to bait him in. Jesus, we have a massive minefield. Colossus has arrived. Mine shot's going up. One tank goes down. No, not even. Yeah, tank barely survives. Gets an extra volley off before eventually does fall. And Zoun holds. Zoun, he holds, he defends. He does shut Maru down. Cleans up the army. Cleans up the reinforcements as well. He's forced back. Dropping into the natural. Trying to buy time. Now, at least Zoun was stuck on 3 bases, and his 4th base is a little bit later here, but this is a stronger position for Zoun. And what did I say at the beginning of the game? Zoun is favored if he can build up into 4 bases. And he's almost there. He's almost on a 4-base economy. He's making it through the early game. Maru chose not to all in. And Zoun, he can now start to stabilize and look to get further ahead. Este Zoun. Things are looking up. Nice catch. Gets a full medevac. Massive pick up here. Gets 1, gets 2. Ooh, just 1. But again, that was a full medevac going down. As I mentioned before, Maru's falling further behind. Zoun is getting further ahead. Getting into 4 bases. Defending against all the drop play. Upgrades are catching up. Destructive production has begun. Soon, Zoun can take gases. Then he can afford a 2nd robo. And then he can take a 5th base. He's not there yet. Casito. Nice on Maru. Zoun's actually pushing. Oh, okay. Interesting. Zoun, instead of defending and getting further ahead, Zoun, he just commits. He commits across the map. And we'll see if he can break the expansion. What do we have to defend? Catching at the army, not bad. The mine shot goes off. Zelta rushing in. Decent connection. Yeah, some decent one-to-one shots. Ooh, does find another full medevac. God, the medevac's just being thrown away. Maru throws away all the medevacs, and here comes Zoun. Here come reinforcements, more war pins. We have 2 widow mines behind this. There are 2 mines. Zoun, this is it. It's your time, papi. Ah, he's not going for it. I do think that Zoun could break this position, but Zoun is not going for it. Zoun is expanding. He's macroing up behind this, and he will not commit. Will he, though? Extra Zealot Warpin says otherwise. Waits out one of the mines. I believe there's 3 widow mines left. I think it's too late now. I think Zoun waited too long. Does trade 1-to-1. Now there are 5 widow mines. Disruptors have arrived. True. With disruptors, Zoun, he can force his way in. He can start to nibble away at the widow mines. Never goes up. Mainly zones. Oh, we'll take a match shot to the face. And there's a mainly zoning here. No major connections. Zoun is maxed. He does make his way into the mineral line. And as I mentioned before, we've seen Zoun defeat Maru before, and it's in this kind of game state where Maru fails to all in, and then Zoun is able to build up into a greater economy with map control. And this is where Zoun can dominate. He got to his comfort zone. He got there. This is where Zoun is at his best. EMP comes in. Nice EMP. He rotates towards the ramp. We'll take some mine shots to the face. Oof. Some brutal connections. Yeah, messy engage here from Zoun. He bleeds out a lot of zealots. Oh. It's 24 zealots, Jesus. Better Novas at least. Better purification Novas. There is 1 more Nova left. Still very tense here. But Zoun can't just back up. He needs to keep trading. He has to keep trading and keep the pressure on Maru. Otherwise, Maru's going to get out of hand. Zoun, we got to move in. Yeah, he's giving Maru a lot of time. Maru's setting up. Setting up his mines. Zoun rotates over. He's got two Novas in the chamber. Sorry, he's got more than that. He's got 4. Mind Shock goes off. First Nova, no connection. And because Zoun hasn't been assertive here, Maru sneaks out of 4th base. And Zoun, he has to fight for it. He has to fight for that 4th. So far, decent connections. Does pick up a couple of Widow Mines. Oh, nice catch on the Ghost. Ghost goes down. Nice pickup. I'm hoping that Zoun realizes that Planetary has been taken. Yeah, he's checking. So he blinks in. Again, now he knows it's a Planetary. Now he's aware. We do need more urgency here out of Zoun. Better pickups. Does catch a couple Marines. Does catch a couple Marauders. Nice pickups out of Zoun. Again, Zoun, he cannot back off. Gotta keep poking. Gotta keep prodding. Takes some matchups to the face. Runs into the scan. Bit of miscontrol out of Zoun. All the Novas are going to connect. Ooh, massive connections. Here, Novas are popping up. But the Colossus is going down. The Vikings, they do pop up as well. Catching at the Colossus, catching at the Prism. Zoun, he takes a rough fight. He has to get the hell out of here. And Zoun, he will lose map control. I mentioned earlier that Zoun, he just gave Maru so much time. And again, Maru should never have expanded. So Zoun just too passive. Maru breaks out. Zoun is in trouble. He's stuck with melee Gateway Army against Mass Marauder. We need some splash damage. We need something. He blinks in. He's crazy. Okay, nice round. Zel's coming from behind. Collapsing on the Marauders. Colossus coming in, and Zoun is holding. Whew. Zoun is holding. He does pop out with 3 Colossus. And he's holding on. Oh, bleeds out a lot of Stalkers. A lot of Stalkers go down. Zoun, he does focus on those Marauders. Very nice catch for Zoun. Uh-oh. Is he moving out too far? We need Zealots. We need Zealots. Here comes the flank. Yeah, flanking army comes in. Colossus getting low. And he has overextended. Yeah, big overextension here. Zoun losing 2 Colossus. No battery on the high ground. We'll lose another. Massive losses here for Zoun. And he'll lose the base. GG gets called with that. Maru, he will take game number 1. GG, well played. That was Zoun's game to lose. That was his game to lose. Zoun, he got to the ideal. He got it to 4, 5, 6 bases. He was containing Maru on 3 bases as well. But as we mentioned, Zoun, he was too passive. He was too passive. When I say passive, what I mean by that, if you remember, is that Zoun, he was applying pressure to the 3rd base, but for extended periods of time, he was backing off. He was backing off and then warping in. And if you remember specifically, he backed off and he was knocking down rocks. He was like attacking, destroying rocks. And when he was doing that, Maru was able to expand, was able to get a 4th base up and running, was able to expand his own economy, build up, of course, and start to branch out. Whereas Zoun needed to have been staying outside of the 3rd base to contain Maru, to fight for control of the 4th expansion, and to keep Maru on a low base count. But again, Zoun, he backed off. He gave a lot of breathing room to Maru. GG, well played with that. Maru snowballs out of control, and with that, we're getting into game number 2, and we'll see if Zoun can bring it back here, because again, I feel like that was Zoun's game to lose. Like Winter Madness, he was in a better position. He had control. Let's go. Let us go as we are loading into 10,000 feet. I would at least hope that maybe game 1 gives Zoun a little bit more confidence. I would hope that he recognizes that like he was in a winning position, that he was looking good. We'll see. We'll see. As we're loading into 10,000 feet, a smaller map of the map pool. Oh boy. Let's go. Now, the thing that I'm most concerned by here is that Winter Madness was probably going to be the best map for Zoun to be able to build up to a higher base count on. It's going to be much more difficult coming into 10,000 feet. It's not going to be easy here, as in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the South Korean Terran player. We have the blue Terran representing onside. It is Maru. That duck, goddamn it. In the top right corner, we have the red Protoss player also representing onside. It is Zoun. Here we go. So you're loading into 10,000 feet. Again, a smaller map of the map pool, shorter rush distance by ground. I will say that your initial 4 bases on this map are relatively easy to defend and maintain. It's the 5th base that's much more difficult to really branch out into. But we'll see how Zoun will adjust his approach. We shall see. Yes, it's working duck emote. I'm shaking my head. God damn it. What is happening over on Soup? What is happening? From here, we're just calming down, we're building up. We'll keep an eye on, I mean, this time Maru does not go for the eBay block. True, no eBay block. We're just settling in. Double gas opener, faster factory, delayed CC out of Maru. This is a bit of a difference. This tells me that Maru may decide to go for, say, committed early Cyclone aggression into into Marine Cyclone early medevac push. We could see committed Cyclone play instead. We can see committed Banshee play. Widow Mines. Where are you taking us? Este Maru. Go. Again, not gonna lie, I'm a little bit surprised that Maru was not as aggressive as we expected in game 1. That may change here coming to game 2. We'll see. He may just play for mid game. Zoun does hide a probe in the top right hand corner of the map. Do you see that? So while I cancel open out of Zoun, and Zoun, he's hiding a probe, and no, he comes back. I was gonna say, if he keeps that probe hidden, he may go for a pylon into a proxy Dark Shrine, but the probe is reactivated and the probe comes back home. So never mind. No proxy, no shenanigans. Makes it back home. We have our Twilight Council opener into Blink. Last game we had a relatively safe build going 3-gate Blink into a Robo into the Expand. And we'll see if Zoun does the same. Oh. Catching out the Reaper. Reaper gets caught. Extra gateways being thrown down. There's that 3-gate Blink. We're still waiting for the Robo. Still waiting. There it is. And Maru, he does end up going for the early Marine Cyclone drop. Again, that's one of the common builds that you can follow up with after a faster factory. Is with Marine Cyclone. Maru moves in. And is deflected. Yeah, Locking on the start on the initial Stalker. Locking is broken. And Zoun defense. Does defend. Behind this, just calming down. Does at least preserve the army, saves a Cyclone, working towards Stim, extra Raxes. Settling into the mid game. Nothing crazy. And this time, Maru's not committing into Cloak Banshee, true. Which again was a little bit shaky from Maru last game. And we're still waiting to determine whether or not Maru commits. Like, does he commit on 2 bases and go for a strong timing, or does he expand, right? Does he get a 3rd base behind this instead? The shorter rush distance may give Maru the opportunity to go for an all-in. But we'll see. For now, we're just waiting for Stim. Stim, combat shields. Upgrades wrapping up. Alright, he does break out. A bit of a beyond push here at Maru as he does push pre-Stim. And behind this, we're expecting an expansion. As Maru gets across the map. He always got his Raven, true. Oh no! The Raven does survive. Maru's moving in, setting up his Widow Mines. Does he go for the Armor Shred? No, not quite. Throws out the Auto Charge instead, pulls back the army, takes in the battery, not bad, and he's going for the base, and he's going for the expand. Yeah, the Nexus is going to go down. Ay, ay, ay. Maru, he just pulleys his way through. There is no Colossus, not yet. And this is brutal. It's brutal damage here. Zoun is supply blocked. He falls behind. Maru keeps pushing. I believe with the Colossus arriving, that should force Maru back. No, that's just a Spylon. No, he depowers the Robo. Yeah, Robo gets depowered. Massive pickoff. Colossus is delayed. It's about to be repowered. But still some heavy losses for Zoun. This is getting in a hand. It's getting in a hand real fast and real quick. A very rough start for Zoun. Maru gets away. He pulls back. He gets away. Took down the expansion. Behind this, Maru throws down his own 3rd. And Maru has a greater economy. It's 2 base versus 2 base. Plus mills for Maru. So Maru's ahead, faster 3rd. He got what he wanted. And Zoun is in a brutal position. How do we recover? Now, there are a couple different ways. Blink Stalker, Aggression, Zealot Unbias, Prism Harass as well. There are ways to try to backstab. Oh, there's also this way, double expand. Zoun is behind. As we mentioned, Zoun, he is behind. So double expanding. This is quite greedy from Zoun, but it is a way to recover. True. Just being hyper greedy. But again, Zoun, he has to take these risks. He has to take a risk. He has to take a chance. What else can he do back? True. And what else can be done? Zoun catching up with the Mind Drop. Does keep up. Now Maru, he can just chill. He can just chill, goes to the Mind Drop, delay reaction. Oh no! Oof. Catching out 3 probes. Widow Mind say try to waddle away. Shouldn't be able to. Now, I believe with that medevac, Maru, he just saw the 4th expansion. At the same time, Zoun moves in. Ooh, going for a massive weapon as well. Going for the Academy, okay. He's going for the Academy. Can he bring it down? It's going to be close. The Academy down to half HP. No repairs. And it looks like the Academy, it is going to go down. A very nice snipe here at the Zoun. Recalls back home. At the same time pushing in. Maru's out of position. He's out of position. He F2'd into his main. At the same time, Zoun, he's defending back at home. He goes to the warp in, 8 SCV kills, catches a Raven. Yeah, Maru just being pulled apart. And Zoun is recovering. These are the moves he needed. Zoun, he gets away with a double expansion. He gets away with a Zealot drop and Zealot harass. 13 SCV kills. Snipe the Academy. Snipe the Raven. We have a game. We have a game, Pack. And now Maru, his lead isn't as large as it once was. Not as much. You see Zoun now spike ahead when it comes to the income due to the double expand. Maru does find the Warp Prism. Nice catch. Prism goes down. Still very tense. Still very tense here. See Maru turtling up and getting his 4th base. We did mention this previously, how specifically on 10,000 feet, the 4 base setup is easier to maintain. So he's claiming his 4th base, he's turtling up, sensor towers, additional CCs, planetary is about to finish. And Maru can max. He can now max out, and as the Protoss player, trying to break the 4 basing Terran is very difficult on 10,000 feet. Much more so compared to Winter Madness. If you remember last game, we were harping on Zoun for being passive and allowing Maru to expand on Winter Madness and missing his opportunity. Here, I mean, we're more lenient because it is harder to break a turtling Terran on 10,000 feet, so there was no opportunity for Zoun. As you can see, we have a ring of turrets, Vikings on patrol, all division with the sensor towers, and now Maru's maxed. So this is where Maru can be at his best. He's maxed out. He's building up a superior composition. Zoun going for the double prism drop. Okay. Double drop into the main. One of these prisms will go down due to all the turrets and Vikings. There's a chance that maybe even both prisms go down as well. Like, we'll see. I feel like it's going to depend on the Vikings. If the Vikings are in position, then the drop is going to be denied. If they move out of the way, then there's going to be a way in. Oh, the prisms get spotted. Yeah, Maru, now he knows. He's aware of the potential double drop. Prisms, they make their way towards the center. They try to. Maru, he just walks across the map. Okay, sure. Just walks across, 5 probe kills. We're the Liberators. Prisms, they move in. Yeah, the prisms are going to be going down. They should not get a warp in. Maru will defend. At the same time, we have Zoun pushing in towards the 4th. Maru, he was out of position, but he should save the command center. That's it, be close. No repair. Yeah, no repairs. CC goes down. It's a decent pickoff out of Zoun. Decent pickoff. Maru, he scans. He does spot the harassing army. And soon Maru can push. For now, he's waiting to mass up his Liberators. He's got 2 so far, soon to be 6, and he's also working on Liberator range, on advanced ballistics. Once the upgrades kick in, then Maru can start to push. Well, I say start to push. Ideally, Maru, he turtles up back at home, waits for Zoun to take a bad fight into Maru, and then Maru can counterattack. So ideally, Maru wants to wait for Zoun to come to him. As again, the map is so small that there aren't really many bases to take. Maru gets caught on the right hand side, does pick up, does get the hell out of there. At the same time, Maru does take down the center left base. Not bad. Gets one, and soon to be 2 bases. At the same time, Zoun is pushing in. Maru's out of position. Yeah, Liberators are exposed. Massive pickups. He gets 2 Liberators already. Getting 3, getting 4. 4 Liberators go down. Yeah, heavy losses for Maru, losing the expansion as well. As Maru, he was not expecting this kind of push. He was not ready for it. He wasn't ready. And this time he is. He has an army in position. Still some rough trades here from Maru. Oh, he wants to give chase. There's not many Stalkers. Yeah, not many Stalkers here. He can chase out the Colossus. Gets 1. Gets 2. And should get all 3. Yeah, massive catch here. Maru, he shuts down all the Colossi. Sims on in. And only 1 Immortal gets away. Only 1 Immortal gets recalled. And Zoun plummets in supply. Ay, ay, ay. And as we mentioned, Maru was waiting for Zoun to take a bad fight. And once a bad fight happens, bam, we counterattack. Maru counterattacks, there's nothing in the air. He can soon land the Vikings. Massive Zealot Warpins. He's warping in as much as he can. Nice big, nice dive. Gets us all the Liberators. And Zoun holds. Zoun does hold on. Does lose the expansion though. He almost reset the Viking count, so that's gonna create an opening here for Colossus. Will create an opening. As the Planetary survives. Nice focus firing here out of Zoun. Catching a couple of medevacs and a Viking. Once again, keeping the Viking count low. Colossus production has begun once again. It's a messy game. It's very, very messy here. Very back and forth. I still do prefer Maru's position just because of the army that he's maintaining. Zoun is trying to saturate those center expansions. Trying to. Maru is remaxing. He's still maintaining a high ghost count. He's still building up his Liberators. He still has a greater army, assuming everything's in position, of course. Like Zoun has been able to, he's been able to outposition Maru a couple of times. Even here, catching out 2 free libs. He gets 1, he gets 2. And the Planetary, Maru completely out of position. And Maru, he wasn't ready. Same time, he does take down an expansion, but Maru losing a basement that much more. That was more meaningful. Maru force supplied with half his army. Liberator goes down. Or he needs his reinforcements, he needs his other army. He's racing over. Boys are being pulled. The Planetary is going to go down. Yeah, the Immortals, they get so much damage done, and Maru, he's hurting. Now here comes the second army. He's coming in. Yeah, fighting with half his army at a time. Let's get on top of the Colossus. Let's sim in. Let's try to stim forward here, and it looks like Maru, he will break through. But Maru's all in. Maru, he's all in. He has no economy remaining. He does reset the Colossus count, but he has to keep going. The problem is that Zoun has so many Zealot reinforcements. Zoun, has he done it? He's got 2,000 minerals in the bank. He just keep warping in. Yeah, you just keep warping in. Center left is going to fall. But Maru needs more than this, and he's not going to get it. Yeah, he's not going to get it here. The Warpins, they continue. Zoun is remaxed, and Zoun is looking to force the ace match. As this is all that Maru has left. It's all he's got. Gets 1, 2, 3, 4 Liberators. 0 lives left. Now only Empire Army, and GG gets called. GG gets called. Maru, he runs out of steam, and Zoun, he will tap the series. We're going to the ace match. Ooh, GG. GG, well played. We're going all the way to the ace match, all the way to game 3. Winding it back here again. Maru one too many times out of position. Maru was just out of position so often when it came to defending his 4th base, defending his 5th base, when it came to trying to keep up with the army. Time and time again, we saw that he was rotating towards the right-hand side or not even counter-attacking, and Zoun was able to punish. I want to say there were like 2 or 3 big moments where that happened. One of the big moments was when Zoun pushed into the center base, if you recall, where there were only 2 liberators and Maru was on the left-hand side. The other moment was when Zoun broke the 5th expansion of Maru on the left-hand side as well. And again, Maru, he was just out of position. He was on the right-hand side instead. Just had a really hard time keeping up with Zoun's rotations. Very hard time. And now we're getting into game 3. It all ends here. It all ends on White Rabbits. And I'll be honest, I could have seen Zoun 2-0ing. Like again, I'm still thinking about Winter Madness. Still thinking about it, but let's go. Let's go. Spawning in the bottom hand corner of White Rabbits, we have the South Korean Terran, the blue Terran for onside. It is Maru. And spawning in the top right hand corner, we have for also representing onside, it is Zoun. Let's go. Let us go. It all comes down to this. It all comes down to the ace match. So loading into White Rabbits. So it does look like it's going to be a longer broadcast today. So far, it's been an hour for each best of 3. Oh no. Longer broadcast, but it's what we want, baby. We want the ace matches. True. Non-stop ace matches, non-stop game 3s. Maru does go for a fake proxy, does set up the racks outside of the 3rd. So fake proxy out of Maru. He wants to force an overreaction, and we'll see if he does. We can see Zoun already sends out a 2nd probe to scout, so that's already 1 extra worker that's not mining. So already some damage being dealt. And already nice damage. As they're going for the proxy factory alongside it. The fake proxy factory, I should say. So just a standard open out of Maru, and Zoun is still terrified. Yeah, making an early Zealot as well. He's falling for it. Maru, he's just floating back home. Zoun still looking. Still searching. And here comes the follow-up. Once again, just a standard follow-up here. Oh, Zoun forced to throw down 2 extra gateways on 1 base. Oh my god, a very brutal response here out of Zoun. He's going for a 3-gate opener. Zoun, he's forcing himself all in, essentially. Like, Zoun will still expand behind this, but yeah, Zoun has to set up a proxy pylon. Zoun, he has to commit. As Zoun expansion is just so delayed. And we'll see what Zoun can get done. Maru scouts, he confirms, no expand. Big scout for Zoun, sorry, big scout for Maru. Bunker is done. Zoun now realizes what's going on. It's going to be a proxy 4 gates. Okay. 3 gates at home, 1 gate across the map is going to be a 4-gate all-in. It's going to be a 4-gate all-in. One way or another, the game is about to end. Either Zoun breaks Maru or he dies trying. Oh, a tank is on the way. If this tank can pop out, I mean, that's going to be game. Zoun, how does he break the tank? The robot will help. He can go for a proxy war prism. He can go for the prism. There's the first tank. We're going tank into Banshee? Okay. Yeah, he's going into Banshee play. Interesting. I mean, technically, if there's no detection, Banshees, they can excel defensively. Maru, he's scouting. He still doesn't know what's going on. Now confirms, still no expands. Yep, no Nexus. He evacuates. Quick reaction. Very nice. And pulls away in time to win the Wrinkles repair. Nice force field. Gets a nice surface area. Can he get the bunker? He cannot. Yeah, massive tank shots going off. 1, 2, 3 Stalkers going down. The tank shots are insane. And as we mentioned, with the tank popping out, Zoun cannot break through. He cannot break through. Heavy losses for Zoun. Forced to expand. He's going to try to back her out of this. The all-in has failed. Oof. And this is where Banshees can excel. Yeah, the Banshee moves out across the map. There's nothing at home to defend for Zoun. This is the kill shot. 0 detection, 0 defenses. Even a recall won't help, actually. There's just no detection. And Banshee arrives. Does force a defensive warp in. Clerk is activated. GG. GG gets called. The invisible flying machine will do it. And Maru will claim the series 2-1, advancing on to the semi-finals. GG. Whew. GG, well played. The invisible flying machine, Fabi. 0 detection, no way to deal with the Banshee. With that, Maru will claim the series. But again, it was just a crazy mind game, right? Zoun, he believed that there was a proxy. He believed that there was some shenanigans going on. Zoun was forced into the 1 base all-in, and then Maru shut him down. Maru, he was able to shut down the all-in, defend well enough, got the tank count, went for the swap into Banshees, and with that was able to go for the kill shot, the 1-2 punch, defend with the tank, counterattack with the Banshee, and end the game. GG. GG, well played. With that, Maru, he will claim the series. I'm still thinking about Winter Madness. Like, I can definitely see a world where Zoun could have taken the 2-0 and taken down Maru, but alas, went all the way to the ace match. Here, got heavily mind-gamed, and Maru will claim the series. GG, well played. I believe we're getting ready for a winner's interview. I believe we're going to have a new interview with Maru. I'm ready for Tastes to ask Maru what his goals are. what are your life goals, Pappy? You want to redeem yourself and win GSL? That's crazy. We wouldn't have known that. Crazy. Let's go. I'm ready for the interview.
Congratulations on your first place victory here in Group B. Look, I have to ask you, can you walk me through the game plan there in game number 3, the proxy barracks and the proxy factory? Because that was such a cool build.
What do you mean?
네, 일단 조선주 선수 승리 축하드리고요.
As we saw, the game plan was to force a reaction out of Zoun, right?
일단 그 전진유
To force an overreaction, which worked.
좀 해주신다면 되게 좀
What?
되게 좀 신박한
Okay.
빌드였거든요. 그 빌드가 어떻게 나오는지 한번 좀 얘기를 해주시죠.
예전에 이제 전진 건물 많이 할 때 생각해 놓은 건데 쓸 기회가 없었는데 오늘 좀 상황이 좋았어가지고 그렇게 쓰게 됐습니다.
Yeah, this build is actually the one I have been in my mind since when I used to do a lot of proxies. I think like back in like a few years ago. So yeah, I think the circumstances may mean like not to use that build for a long time, but actually this was the time to. This was a really good chance to do that build. So yeah, just went for it.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on your victory. You are now moving on into the round of 4. You were unable to win the last season of GSL. Do you think you can win it this time?
Oh,
이제
tasteless.
4강에 다시 진출을 하게 되셨는데.
I mean, he asked the same question, but he used different words. We were joking yesterday that Chaseless, he was going to bring out a thesaurus, and he's like using different words to mean the same thing. He did
일단
it.
4강을 넘어야 될 것 같아가지고 도욱이 형이 준비를.
He said, "What are your goals?" He's saying, "Do you think you'll win?"
그거 이기면은 충분히 가능성이 있는 것 같습니다.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like think that much, honestly. I'm just trying to beat Cure in the TvT. Since he's preparing a lot, and he's doing a lot of stuff that are hard to counter. So yeah, I'll just try to focus on the initial semifinals, and then if I get through, I think I have a good chance to win the trophy.
Well, congratulations again on your win, and best of luck in the Final Four.
감사합니다.
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 But here we go. With that, we are going to be wrapping up our winners match here, and up next we have the elimination match. It's going to be a ZVZ between Rogue and Shin. One of these two players is going to be knocked out of GSL. We're going to be going on a short break, and when we come back, we'll have that final series. We'll have that ZVZ. See you soon. See you soon after the break.